Welcome back to Bet with the Boys.
What is going on, guys?
I love doing that to him.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it to you.
I was told him I was
it
going
is
to start
March
the video
1st,
today, and he didn't listen, and he just interrupted.
What?
I said I told him I was going to do the intro, but he never listened, so I love interrupting him.
Oh, okay.
He actually interrupted
me.
me.
Guys, it was a slow, tedious process today, but we finally found 4 picks. So I'm happy with all 4 of these. We dug all through college and NBA today. So without get into it, the recap of last month, February, was 59.2%, 45 and 31. You see on the bottom of the screen, we got January and February. So profitable year so far, and we're going to try to get March started correctly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe we should have put the year as a total up there. But do like and subscribe to this video and our channel. We are trying to reach 1,600 subscribers. We're on the way. Would love to reach that goal and so on.
Yes. Without further ado, guys, 1 of 4 picks. We got the first one. You want to cover that one, Eric?
We didn't do the recap of yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The most important thing. We love these 3-0 recaps, guys. Finished out the month strong. We had Marquette minus 8.5 versus Butler. We had the Grizzlies minus 8.5 versus the Lakers. And we had Virginia minus 6.5. 3-0 day. Beautiful to see. And we're going to try to go 4-0 today.
Yeah, we added the Virginia play in the comments, so hopefully everybody was able to get that in. We put it out in plenty of time. I think it was up by like 4:30. It was up by 4 or 4:30 p.m., so plenty of time to get that in. Check back for the comments today. We do have some leans we are thinking about adding, but we got 4 plays, so it's a big slate. We narrowed it down, and I like what we got today, so let's get into it.
Yes, you saw a sneak peek, but here's the real thing.
Yep, Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks. We're going under 223.5. 7:30 p.m. The best odds are minus 110 on BetMGM. So really, it looks really good on the money. First off, 27% of the bets, 45% of the money. So that's what you want to see on the under. The previous 2 games went over, so we did some digging back to those games. And the first one was before the trade deadline, but the second one was after. So we got some really good information from that. So looking at that game, it was played on February the 13th. Brunson dropped 40 points in this game, and the total went to 230. So they both teams shot really good from 3 in that game too, 41% and 44%, which is way above their averages of 34% and 38% on the season. So they overperformed in that aspect. They're very slow teams in pace. One is 21st and one's 28th in pace. And then Watanabe for the Nets, he is actually a game-time decision. So if he doesn't play, that would be great because he shoots 48% from 3. So he's an absolute sharpshooter. And, I mean, that would hurt the total if he did play, but I still like it even if he does. So we're going to under 223.5 in this first game.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, like you said, they shot the lights out of it last game, and I don't expect them to do that again. Staying in the NBA right here, we got the Chicago Bulls. Make sure to get this in correctly. It's first quarter spread. Chicago minus 1.5 at the Pistons. Minus 115 odds, 7:10 p.m. game, and that's on FanDuel is where you can find that.
Yeah, the new look Bulls are great on defense with Caruso and Beverly in the backcourt. They've been menaces. And then the Pistons are just a terrible roster overall. Isaiah Stewart's going to be out. Bogdanovich is listed as questionable, and then their backup center, he's out as well. So I mean, it's going to be ugly today.
Yeah, it's going to be a clear path to the goal. A lot of big men out, and I mean they're tanking. The Pistons are tanking, so the Bulls still have something to play for, and I think they're going to jump out on them quick.
So the Bulls are also on a back-to-back, which that's why we don't like them for the full game. We think their legs might get tired, but they should come out swarming and hyped with Beverly on the roster. He's got them all fired up there, so they should come out and get it done in the first quarter.
Agreed. The next up, you want to cover this one?
Yeah, this is one of my top 2 favorite picks of the day. We're taking the Orlando Magic plus 7.5 at the Bucks, minus 110 odds. Game comes on at 8 p.m. This line has moved. It was sitting at 9, and it has moved to plus 7.5. And everybody knows that the Bucks are that team that everybody's kind of scared of, kind of like the Celtics to bet against. Even though a lot of the money is coming in on the Magic, we still are taking the Bucks or the Magic plus 7.5 at the Bucks.
It's like 61% of the money on like 40% of the bets, so it ain't too crazy.
Yeah.
The public's all over Milwaukee. It's just they don't have enough money to really move any lines. So the line is dropping because of the money. That's what you like to see. And then most people don't know this, but Chris Middleton's actually doubtful tonight, and so is Joe Ingles. So they're probably not going to play. If this line moves the opposite way in any – like, if it moves at all in the opposite way, like Orlando plus 8, plus 8.5, just don't take it. Lay off of it. That's a good sign right there. But if it continues to drop, we are on the right side as of now. But anything could happen if Middleton decides to play, just lay off.
Yeah, he's had a real tough time getting over that injury. They thought he was going to be fine for this season, and especially once he came back. But he's been in and out of the lineup ever since that. I guess he just keeps getting soreness the next day. So, yeah, but I don't think he's going to play, but we'll keep an eye on that.
Yep.
And then last up,
this is my favorite pick of the day. We're taking Richmond on their money line at St. Joseph's. Minus 130 odds on WinBet. Game comes on at 7 p.m. This line is pretty steeper on other sports books. It is minus 140 and up. So make sure you get this on WinBet at minus 130. They come in clutch with these odds a lot of the time. But this line did start Richmond plus 1, and it has moved to Richmond minus 2.5. But we're still finding minus 130 on WinBet, which makes us like the money line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this line moved because the two big injuries for St. John's, they're missing two key players. One averages like 32 minutes a game, and the other has like 22. They both average like 9 points and a couple good boards, like 5, I think.
Yeah.
So pretty significant. And then this line was also trappy before those injuries were announced, plus 1, because Richmond is 1-10 on the road. So this is just a great spot. Instead of minus 2.5, we're just giving up a little bit of juice to take the money line as a safe bet.
Agreed, guys. So for the recap of today, we have the Brooklyn Nets and New York Knicks going under 223.5. We have Chicago Bulls minus 1.5 in the first quarter versus the Pistons. We have the Orlando Magic plus 7.5 at the Bucks, and we have Richmond on the money line at St. Joseph's.
Yep. A lot of picks today, guys. Make sure you are betting responsibly. Lower your unit size a little bit. We usually only do 2, maybe 3 plays a day. So we got 4 today. We didn't want to lay off any of these. We felt comfortable about them all. I do have some leans today. KD's making his return for the Suns. His points were set at 21.5 earlier. They've already moved down to 20.5. So you like to be on the under there, which I like as well, but it's scary taking KD on an under, especially on a new team. That's why we laid off of it. But I just think he's going to be on limited minutes. And then the spread in this game is also minus 10, so it might be a blowout, and he might not even play the second half. Who knows? Because LaMelo Ball is missing as well for the Hornets.
Yes. Guys, check back in the comments. We might add a play, might not. We'll see. But if we do, we'll try to get it out as early as possible. But for right now, these are the 4 picks. 3-0 yesterday. Trying to start March out great. Sorry, guys, a little sick. But, yeah, I can't talk anymore.
Also, one more thing. LSU is getting 15% of the bets, 50% of the money. It's crazy. The lines dropped from plus 5 to plus 3.5. You can still get the 4.5 are floating around out there. But I just think that line's weird because Missouri is, I think, like 21-8, and LSU has been absolutely terrible, including like a 13-game losing streak. And now they're barely dogs against Missouri. It makes no sense. So take a look at that as well.
Yeah.
Yep, will do.
All right, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow on March 2nd.
Bet responsibly, always bet with the boys. We'll see y'all.